Here with following livestream is rated R for adult language, highly inappropriate jokes, and who knows what the frack B Commodore Productions will say next. Like, subscribe.
Hello, 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 hello. What's up, everybody? No, tink, two, top. Whatever that means. Hey, we got people in chat already. Oh, Gorilla. Kapla to you too. And Rusty Rivers, thumbs up. Thank you very much. Hit that thumbs up down there, everybody. Hit that damn thumbs up. Here, if you want to, you can take this ketchup down there and splatter it over that damn like button. Kind of make it look like it's bleeding a little bit. How's everybody doing today? Yeah. Well, I got a few things to talk about today. Just a couple, not too much, but, you know. So, today was a pretty good day. Only mowed 1 yard today and 2.5 acre lot. Got that sucker done, and rain was coming to get me. So I got that sucker done. And I don't know, it took about 3 hours plus or whatever to get that sucker done. Rushed home and called a few people and did a few things, and then we got a little bit of rain. So that's good. Called some gravel people. We're going to get some gravel in this driveway someday. So, they're going to call me back and see when. So I think next Saturday we're going to be doing that. And I got a roofer coming Friday, so we can get the roof situated around here. We got gutters hanging off the damn thing. So I asked one person that would do it, and he goes, I'm climbing that. Okay, so I guess I get someone else. And Gorilla says, got three shelves filled and 2 boxes empty and combined. Okay, what are you doing? I don't know. I've seen other channels do this right here. So I figured, I ain't going to have anybody up here. I think Matt was going to join me, but he's got thunder boom, 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 booms in his area. And he's afraid if you don't shut everything down and lightning strikes, he won't have anything to talk to anybody with. So don't blame him one bit. Shut her down and wait out the storm and go from there. He shuts everything down, cell phones. I think he goes over to his power box and shut down the whole unit. He'll be faster that way. So, hey, people have problems with the weather, so you got to do what you got to do, right? So there you go. And Gorilla says again, trying to get storeroom organized, so I quit breaking things, trying to find some things. You got the same problem me and Matt's got. I know Matt, he tries to clean up his place. I try to do it around here myself. Shit just falls down and breaks, and you're like, you just get all pissed off. So I know what you're saying. Jeff B, welcome aboard. Yeah. Hail Jim, Gorilla, and Rusty. Yeah, there you go. So how do you guys like this little thing on the side down here? Well, like I said, I've seen other channels do it. I figure I'd just try it out. So that's pretty much going. Oh, fixed lawnmowers yesterday. Yeah. One lawnmower was leaking oil. I had a lot of people tell me this and that and so forth, and found out that the oil filter was the cause. The damn oil filter. So we took the damn oil filter off and examined the oil filter. and see if you can figure it out. Look at that. There's the oil filter right there. Do you see the problem with that oil filter right there? Oh yeah, look at that little gap on the bottom down there. That's why that, and this is a brand new oil filter. That son of a bitch was draining oil. Look at that little gap in that gasket. Are you kidding me? Never seen that before. Never, ever seen that before. But it actually happened. And for the fan film thing, we got our captain's bars last week. So you never know what's going to happen to that down the road. So, of course, you see the Cleon shirt that I have on. Black is hard to keep clean. Yeah. So, yeah. Like I said before, how's everybody doing out there? Everybody doing all right? Everybody staying cool and all this high temperature and everything? Boy, I tell you, I don't know if I was ticked off last time when I did a stream or not, but I don't know. I just, people invite me to their chats and I went to theirs and I invite them to my chat and they don't even show up. So, and I asked over there at Larry's Be Yourself Adventure. He's got a chat over there on Facebook. You know, who's going to show up? Of course, Larry's got things going on. Brother Jay's got things going on. And of course, Grillo over there, he's supposed to be cooking. he's But he's cleaning a storage room, trying to get room. So, but yet he's supposed to be cooking. That's what he said. And Grillo says, "Hey, Jeff B." Jeff B says, gasket defective. Get your money back. Well, funny story about that there, Jeff B. I ordered a case of oil filters almost 3 years ago. 12 oil filters will last me a long time. I buy the case, and it comes out of the Kohler factory because we got Kohler engines that use that filter. So I guess from now on, I'll have to pull it out of the box and inspect that damn thing to make sure it don't have a gap in it again. But I don't know. I don't think I can spend it back because it's been about 3 years now. So, but you know that was a good idea. But unless I go to a store and buy one, and I can take that one back because all the oil's drained out and it's all cleaned up like brand new. So you never know what I'm going to do next. And Jeff and Gorilla says it's only 70s. It was like 88 today and felt like 94 up here in Ohio here up here, you know. So, and Gorilla says corn dogs and fries are in the oven. Corn dogs and fries, huh? Hell, you can still pop up here and talk about stuff. I did put a link over there at Larry's chat. I also put it in my private chat that I have, the Commodore Chat 01. So stuff's in there, but hey, whatever. But you know, you invite people and no show, so I know people's got things to do, but damn, when I go to their streams, I mean, I got things to do too, but I make time for their streams, but yet they can't make time for my streams. What's up with that? Well, just saying, I guess. Not trying to piss anybody off, but you know, the way I was raised, if someone invites you, you're obligated to go to theirs as well, right? That's the way I was raised. And if you don't show up, then you get all kinds of hell. So there you go. Yeah, I know, Gorilla, you're here in chat. I understand that, but I want people up here with me. So I got someone to talk to and talk about stuff and everything else instead of talking to that camera right there. And we're using a bigger mic tonight, so because I noticed the past 2 lives I've been doing with the crazy headset here, it's not really. It's not. It's like it's broke up. And with the microphone that's in this camera here, yeah, that camera right there, it sounds like the same thing if you replay it. And I put my little fancy headset themajigs here on, and I was listening to myself for about half an hour, and sound pretty good. So, I don't know, just go from there. Yeah, being in chat's fine. I mean, you can chat and cook your dogs and fries at the same time with no problem. But sending out invites, being on panel would be nice. You got someone to talk to, and they got something to talk about or gripe or whatever. Then we just go from there. But being in chat, as you know, is totally different. That you don't have the interaction like you have up on panel. So hopefully that makes some kind of sense to you. So, and the other day I was in my own chat over there on Facebook, the Commodore Chat 01, as I mentioned earlier, and Mark really kind of threw me a little bit. Uh, One of the actors said he's extremely busy, but his season's going to be done within a couple months, and he wants to get back into the fan films. And I'm like, wrong button. Where's the clap at? Oh, you damn thing. So anyhow, that kind of threw me a little bit because really no one really had really talked about too much of anything. And I told Mark, I says, November 30th is my last day. It'll be leaf season then. Mulching all those damn freaking leaves up, trying to pound them into powder so they can get in the soil and feed the lawns and all that good crap. So yeah. So well, it looks like we got one actor that's willing to get up and get going on this and get a few things done. There is one fan film I've been trying to do for the past 3 years, and I haven't really done too much with it, but this is part of it right here. I can tell you that. And there's one time I was on Gorilla's chat and I had a green mask, and I was kind of messing around a little bit over there. That was months ago, and that's part of that as well. I thought it's like, well, nobody wants to do anything anymore. I guess I'm doing the damn thing myself. So I bought a few things here and there. I got the original script out and I kind of looked at it. And I'm like, well, we can read the script, but I'm very good at improv. Yeah. Whatever pops in the old brain up here comes out. So, yeah, things will be changing on the script again, and hopefully it's going to look pretty good. But I've been thinking about doing small pieces and everything. Might even take the small pieces and put it in the video itself. So I'm kind of looking for a Klingon bird of prey bridges and stuff like that. So if anybody's got any ideas about where to find that stuff, I looked over the place. I got a few here and there. So I might be able to use it. Might have to blow it up or something. But all the ones I've been finding that it's like I have to stand to do the acting, and I'm like, I just sit down all the time. So other than that, I mean, that's great that Mark wants to get back into fan film. That's great. I mean, it just kind of threw me a little bit because there for a while, I know he told me he was extremely busy and doing a lot of stuff. I mean, my lawn mowing season has been kind of slow a little bit, but it kind of picks up and goes down, but just kind of going from there. And another gripe I have, when I don't you hate it when you call somebody, you call them on the phone, send them a text, or even send them a message and say, "Hey, um, give me a call. If you got time, give me a call back." I always say that. People are busy, they got a life and everything, but they never call back. What's up with that? It's like, damn. And Jeff B says, "Can you can green screen a Klingon bridge?" Yeah, like I said, I downloaded a couple bridges already that I found but they're a good sized bridge. I just gotta shrink it down, just like being on the being on my bridge and everything. All you see is a captain's chair. You see the communications guy in the back, and you see the two. You got the pilot and a navigator. That's all you see, and you see other stuff that I use in my fan films and that. But the Klingon bridge is totally different. It is totally different. I mean, it is a wide shot, and you got all the stations and everything, and it's like, damn, I got to stand up and I got to buy a pair of black pants or something like that, or black sweatpants or something to kind of fit in with the thing. I'd rather sit on my butt like I'm doing right now and do what I got to do. I mean, I can take the old chair here and I can roll out until I hit the black screen. So you can see the belt right here of the Klingon. You're not going to see the Captain Boone thing there. But of course, the stripes is my pants right here. So that's pretty much what I want to cover up is these right here. But we'll get it figured out. If you guys got any ideas, let me know. You can always shoot me a message or put something on films that you're watching or chats or whatever. I mean, anybody can be a friend over there on Facebook. The information's in the description down below. You won't be able to see it now, but after this is done, you can see it then. But yeah, I mean, you can probably do a green screen. Yeah, yeah, I have done that. I mean, I mean, that's what we got right here. We got the green screen and black screen, and I get rid of the. I have a low chair, and it's over in the corner, buried with stuff. But I have a low chair that you don't see this in the background. All you see is me doing my acting, and I have a program where I can cut myself out and add any backgrounds I want in the back. So yeah, it can be done. But next time we do this, I'll see if I can bring those bridges up and show you. They're pretty neat bridges though. Uh, Grill a family dinner hour. Oh, so is your dinner the banana? You got a banana right there. So I'm just kind of wondering. You eat too many bananas, man. You might get the gas. There you go. But yeah, like I said, when you call somebody and they don't call you back, don't call you back. No texts, no emails, no nothing. Have you guys ever had that problem? I haven't called Sci-Fi Nation. See if I can talk to him. He must be extremely busy. I know he's got issues and problems, which I'm not holding that against him. But take a few minutes, even if you're sitting on the crapper, send a message back. Hey, I'm busy. I'll call you later. That'd be fine. But to let it go for weeks and months and years, and it's like, damn. So I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I kind of feel that if you make a call on that they should respond back. But there's another person that I talked to, and it's same thing. I mean, I will call and leave messages for a while, but then when it gets old and it's like, wait, we're not getting anywhere, I just kind of phase out. Then they call me and say, "Oh, hey, yeah, you haven't called me in a couple weeks. Well, you haven't returned my call. What the hell's up with that?" And Jeff B says, "Had lasagna and Brussels sprouts. Huh, don't bananas. Huh. I don't think bananas would go with that too well. It don't sound too good either, but yeah. Now I do take bananas because I get these little tubs of ice cream now and then, and I cut me in small pieces. I get a little piece of ice cream and a banana. That's damn good. So if you ever want to have a cheap dessert, there you go. Yep. Even the board down here is kind of floating in space. So that's number 3. And I kept hearing about Starfleet Academy. I guess they're supposed to be early 2026. They're saying it's supposed to be broadcast. And they had second season all set, ready to go, but all of a sudden, second season got canceled. Is it that bad of a show? I seen the previews and that. Kind of a little strange looking with the uniforms and that they have for the cadets and that. When Star Trek 2009 came out and they had the red uniforms and the Starfleet, I like that a lot. That looked really damn good. I've been looking around to see if I can find that uniform anywhere, but I haven't found it yet. Sometimes seamstress will make stuff when they hear a lot of people want to buy it or that, but I haven't seen that uniform around. And Gorilla says, no need peanut butter, a pinch of salt, and banana sandwich. Okay. So I don't know. Has anybody else seen the preview of Starfleet Academy? If you did, what did you think about it? But it's like, damn, they get it made, they got previews out, and all of a sudden they canceled the second season. We all haven't really seen anything except for previews of it. So it's like, unbelievable. And Jeff B, no, next one up. Jeff B says, whenever I change oil filters, I wet the gasket with oil. Yeah, we do the same thing before insulation. So I had, check the gasket. Yeah, well, evidently probably didn't feel that bump in the finger, so just put it on and go from there. But don't know how that got missed, but I know one person told me, he says, you probably over tighten it too much and the gasket separated. I never had that happen before, but anything's possible. And Gorilla says it's meh. Okay. I just feel like screaming. Does that work any? Okay. And what about Starship? Elon Musk. You think you think Starship 10's gonna fly? You think they getting all the bugs out of the system? You think it might be sabotage? He's had a lot of problems with those starships. That's billions of dollars going down the toilet. Man. I'm surprised no one's going where the ships landed in the ocean and they're down there, trying to get the technology. Some other ships, when they land in the ocean, they blow up, but you can still get some stuff out of that. Of course, being in the ocean, you got all that salt and everything. But twice now, they hired a guy to go down and get the engine sections from the boosters. And they brought one up and they only had like 13 engines on it. And the second time, recently, not long ago, they brought the whole 33 engines up. And you've seen how the plumbing was working and all that good stuff. And now they're disassembling those engines and that. Why are they doing that? Are they running out of engines or are they running out of money? Maybe they can refurbish the engines a lot cheaper than building new ones. I don't know. But it kind of makes sense if you can refurbish engines and everything, so you wouldn't have to spend thousands of dollars building a new engine, but you still got to test it. And there was one booster that they changed a few engines out and put new stuff in it. And it worked damn good, but it still crashed in the ocean. So it's, I don't know, just kind of crazy stuff. And Jeff B says Elon did rescue those astronauts, but got no love from his efforts. Yeah, I noticed that. And so the Chinese didn't get a hold of them. We don't know. We have no idea. Maybe the Chinese send subs over there to get parts. We don't know. It's hard to tell. And they got subs and everything. I mean, they probably be able to take pictures of the stuff or whatever. I don't know. Could they got the torpedoes? Can they torpedo a guy out of the tube and go out there and do its thing and resurface and bring him back in the ship? I don't know. But yeah, for what Jeff B says that Elon did rescue those astronauts and got, they got no love for his efforts. Yeah. As you know, Trump called Elon and asked him to go ahead and save those astronauts. And he said, okay, no problem. But yeah, I think he would got a little bit more, a little bit more, that's the word I'm looking for. I guess more love in that because the guy rescued two astronauts, but they say the astronauts wasn't really stranded, but they was up there for what, over 8 months, and they missed their families and events and all that stuff. But I think those two had a good time up there because they got up in space and they had a good old time. They helped the other astronauts out, and of course the food and everything. You had to send more food up there and everything, but they had food in their little ship that they took up there, and of course it malfunctioned. That damn thing malfunctioned. That's Starliner or whatever it's called. That yeah, that damn thing. They still having problems with that damn thing. They still can't get things figured out. It's like, oh, Boeing, what Boeing made that ship, they still just can't. They can't get it fixed for some reason. I guess it's all fracked up. And Gorilla says, well, the engines are way more advanced than what the Chinese have. Yeah, a lot more expensive too. Jeff B says China probably made that gasket for you. They probably did. That's why it malfunctioned. Yeah, B, shame on you. Gorilla says, had a good time. What, one of them get pregnant? I don't know. I have no idea. Had a good time. What, one of them got pregnant? I don't know. Your guess as good as mine on that. Maybe they ate the wrong bananas up there. I don't know. Unless they was fooling around up there. Remember, they got these little things that they unzip and they put themselves in there and zip. They like standing up sleeping. I can't do that. I can sit in this chair and fall asleep with no problem, but standing up, I don't know. So I guess that's all I got to gripe about. Just 5 things there, but no, I figure I just do a live and see what came. Oh, another thing came up this week. Yeah, Streamlabs. Everybody's telling me Streamlab is charging this, and Streamlab is charging not Streamlab, StreamYards. Wait a minute. Let's get it right here. StreamYard, not Streamlabs. I talked about Streamlabs. I said if StreamYard charges an arm and a leg and balls or whatever, I'm going back over to Streamlabs. It's $145 a year. I saved $55 versus StreamYard. Well, it happened to be that I only had a couple hundred or a little bit more on my card, and StreamYard charged me and sent me a letter that says, "We charged you, and your credit card went through." And guess how much they charged me? They charged the normal rate that I've been paying for the past 5 years. Yes, I've been with StreamYards for 5 years. I've been with StreamYards when they first started up. We had friends down in southern part of Ohio that got it and told us about it. And I tell you, at that time, spending $200 a year was pretty rough. It's still rough right now. I mean, I see other channels in that they get, especially Gorillas. He gets probably 10, 20, maybe $100 a night sometimes. He's probably like, yeah, right. But yeah, he gets stuff on his little dollar sign. I don't get much of anything, but it'd be nice to get a little kickback now and then, kind of help pay for stuff like that. That is, if everybody enjoys these lives and everything. Like I said, this live would be better if I had someone up here to talk to, but nobody wants to come up because they're busy or storms around or whatever. But that's the way life is, I guess. So there you go. Okay, let's get back to the chat here. Jeff B says the lady astronaut with their crazy hair got pregnant. Didn't know that. I didn't know that either. She must have ate a big banana up there. Or they had some kind of experiment that went wrong. And Grilla says 20 to 25 a week. Well, okay, Grilla, I get zero every time. But you go a lot on there. So, yeah, I was thinking about this today. I mean, since I'm kind of griping that I sent invites out and nobody comes up. Matt came up last time, and I very appreciative of Matt Arnold for coming up here. I might say things about him shutting down for the weather and that, but if you experience lightning strikes and that, and stuff goes completely, you're going to be a little afraid. So shutdown is necessary. So there you go. But I was thinking the other day, I'm like, Gorilla, he gets 8 to 10 viewers all the time. Larry, do yourself a venture. Yeah, do yourself a venture. He's in the corner doing himself. Oh man, Larry. Yeah, Larry. He gets what, 5 to 10 people on panel sometimes. And of course, Gorilla, he gets, as I said, he gets 4 to 6 or whatever. And I know Mikey don't have open stream, but I seen a couple times he open stream a few people like PvP and that, and so it's like, I guess those people are more important than I am. So that's just the way I just kind of think about it. But I try to put out much content as I can, but summertime's a little hard. But I tell you, for 2 years doing the fan films, I think I did damn good. 2 years of once a month putting videos out for everybody out there to watch and see. And the only thing it took was the actors not to come back or say anything. That's what killed Commodore Productions. But Mark said he wants to come back and do a few things, so we'll see down the road what's going to happen with that. And I've been, as I've been saying, buying stuff. And one of these days, one of these days there will be some new content, but in the meantime, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. So there you go, pretty much. And Gorilla said it was a joke because you said they had a good time. Well, they probably had a good time. They're up in space. Just think of all the sunrises and sunsets you've seen. What they say that one guy said between 25 to 30 sunrises and sunset in a day. That's a lot because they're spinning the Earth what at 700 mile an hour or something like that up there. Man, plus you got all those you got all those. Well, you got asteroids floating around up there too. You got Elon Musk. He's got over what 7,000 satellites up there, and there's a couple of them that are pretty junk floating around in pieces, and they're falling in on the Earth and burning up and everything. So, yeah, they probably. I mean, if I was up there in space and I had to do experiments or whatever, trying to help out, but I'm up there. But you have to exercise every damn day. Gee, you think I can lose this weight right here? Probably could. Yeah, I'll probably be so damn heavy they'll probably have to put 6 rockets on to get my ass up there. It's like, damn it. It was crazy. But yeah. Yeah, I think they had a good time. I think the guys said that he had a good time up there, but of course they all miss their family and everything. I would imagine so. I mean, I would. So, what do you guys think about my chats like this? I mean, it's just me, no one else up here. And the reason I keep looking up like this because I got a monitor up there and the camera's down here. So I don't know. Maybe I get upset a little bit. Probably I shouldn't get upset, but I just want someone else to talk to, and I'm just talking to myself. So I'm talking to you guys in chat in there, but like I said, it's not the same as having someone up here doing this. And last time when I was doing this, we had Kevin Trekkie. Man, that guy. I don't know if he was trying to get me mad or ticked off or whatever, but whatever I said, he didn't agree with. And it's the reason why I cut that chat early because of him, because it just felt like he was kind of digging in, kind of like digging in here, trying to make a point. He's trying to make a point or something like that. But for what I know and what his knowledge is, totally different, totally different. And like I said over there at Larry, uh, be yourself adventures. Yeah, do yourself adventures. I'm not Mikey. I mean, I don't do the Mikey block. It's over there, Gorilla. If you want to see it, you probably kind of laugh your ass off a little bit. But yeah, there you go. But Captain's Chat is just like Gorilla's cigar lounge. I get me, and Matt might come up now and then. When Gorilla has his cigar lounge, he's got what 5 to 6 people on panel, 8 to 10 people in chat. I just me up here and 3 in chat. Big difference. Maybe I pretty soon going to be over 12,000 subscribers. Not saying that. Oh, hell, I got so many subscribers. How come you're not coming over here? Gorilla's only got over 1,002 or 3, something like that. And I don't try to do that or anything. So I'm the bigger channel. He's a little guy. But I really never said that until now. But I don't really hold numbers to anybody. But I worked hard, just like Gorilla works hard to keep his channel going. But he's got better support than what I got. I mean, if you see the difference, it's there. So, not trying to piss anybody off or anything, but I just thought, since doing fan films and that, I'll be having more people up here to chit chat with, but it don't seem to be that way. Everybody's busy. Yes, I know. People's busy. They got lives. But I take time out for other people's chats. So maybe it's just me. I don't know. And Gorilla says, when your next captain's chat, if it's a Monday or Wednesday night, I'll clear my schedule to come up. Well, I don't know when I'm going to do this. I was talking to Matt yesterday, and I said, you know what? If I'm not working Thursday, I was thinking about doing a captain's chat. Well, we did it a day early. Uh, I don't know what's going to go on tomorrow. So I thought, yeah, I went out and mowed lawn, got that done. And I decided when I was mowing lawn, I did this stream thing last night. I built it up and everything and posted it on a few places. But yeah, I don't know when I'm going to do another captain's chat. I'll let you know. So now, like I said, maybe it's just me. Maybe I shouldn't say too much anything. And Jeff B says they got Shatner up there. They could get you space too. Yeah. Space, the final frontier. Jim's floating over there in the corner. 18,000 mile an hour. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty quick up there. You know, how come we never developed shields? Deflector shields. You'd think somebody by now would develop deflector shields. Put that sucker up in the space station up there, and hey, we got something incoming. Shields up. Mm-hmm. Sucker bounce off your shields, and you're pretty much done. Remember, Area 51. They all say that they got spaceships and all that stuff over there. If so, I'm sure those ships got cloaking technology or deflectors in that. That's 2025. How come we don't have that kind of technology on the space station? Or do we? And they haven't said anything. Something to think about. Yeah. Yep. That's pretty much it, I guess. We still got 2 people in chat. We've been on here for 43 minutes. Damn. I'm glad I wrote stuff down so I don't have to remember stuff. So, yeah, pretty soon we're going to have 12,000. Man, 12,000 subs. Of course, someone said the other day, like, man, all those subs and no one comes up on your chats. And I said, yeah, ain't that something? And of course, one person said, well, sometimes people just go ahead and hit subscribe, just watch your videos or whatever, but they never interact or whatever. So it's like, well, okay. And right now we're at 11,889 subscribers right now. Hmm. Yep. That's what it says right there. Ain't that something? You know how long it took me to get 1,000 subscribers? When I first started to build my channel, it took a year and a half. A year and a half. And I got all kinds of chats and everything. I did this, did that. I did all kinds of stuff. All you gotta do is go in my videos. There's a bunch of stuff there. I don't know, 15,000 videos or something like that. 16,000. I kind of lost count. There's a lot of stuff over there. A lot of stuff. Let's get back to Chad here. Gorilla's probably burned his fries by now. Oh, Gorilla. They won't even discuss it. Yeah, damn brain. They won't even discuss it till someone dies from a. Because with okay. Yeah, probably so. I probably, what would you guys say about me if I kick the bucket? Oh, that son of a bitch is gone. The hell with him. that, that motherfucker's gone. The hell with him. Damn. That's why we put the radar, uh, the rate of R on here because you never know what we're going to say. And Gorilla says, well, you did start out as a fan film channel, and I bet the pups shots boosted your subs. Well, when we first started out doing this, we was pretty much a lawn care channel. Yeah, if you go way back into the, as I call the archives of videos, when we first started this, I showed lawnmowers and uh, had a company one time that gave me this stuff to clean my lawnmowers. Super clean, super clean. I did a 2 hour video on that. I had lawnmowers and they're just as bad now as they were back then. Lawnmowers completely covered in dirt debris because they didn't have time to wash them. And I finally had 3 days off one time and it was like 65 or 70 degrees. I wore the super clean shirt, super clean hat, took the spray bottles and sprayed everything on the mowers, took the pressure washer and that. Man, those lawnmowers came out like brand new, like brand new. But then we started to, the dogs we had and cats and that, took videos of them and posted them. People seemed to like those pretty well. But it was about 3 years ago we started doing the fan films. One day I was talking to Matt and Jeff, and I said, "Hey guys, what do you think about doing a fan film?" Because I kept watching no budget productions, and Matt got into no budget productions. He did one video. Okay, he told Vance, he goes, "Jim wants to get on this too. You want to kind of talk to him?" So Vance Major contacted me and talked to me, and he gave me 5 or 6 different scripts. That's how many videos I did for no budget productions. And speed up a little bit ahead, not long ago, a few months ago, Jefferson Kelly, since I brought Jefferson Kelly on board, Vance Major asked me if I had room, and I said, I got all kinds of room. So we brought him on board, uh, Jefferson Kelly, and he acted out a few scenes here and there. I haven't heard from him. I've seen him on other videos and that. He says, I got to contact Jim. He hasn't contacted me yet. Um, so all you got to do is go over there to Commodore Chat 01 and say, hey, when are you going to do your next fan film? I haven't heard from him. So I have no idea. But that's how we started on the fan film. It's about 3 years ago. But back in 2019, that's when we was building a channel, when all the Coben crap was coming along. So it's been that long. I think a bit on YouTube for 7 years, but I first signed up with YouTube back in 2008, I think it was, something like that. I used it as a information center where I could look up lawnmowers and trimmers and see what people thought about it before I went and bought stuff. And someone says, you can make money on YouTube. Really? So I started building my channel. You don't make shit. You don't make shit. If you get, if you're a big ass channel, like 10 to 20, 30, 50,000 subscribers, you might actually make maybe $100 a month if you're lucky. But the way things been changing on here, I'm only making pennies a day. I mean, right now, where I'm at is $40.99 since the first of the year. So that's how much I get from YouTube. But you have to hit $100 or over in order to get that, and sometimes it takes a month to get that, even that little bit. So a few people said I wouldn't do that. As long as I keep making videos and chats like this and people watch them, it keeps adding up little by little. It's a slow process. The last time I got a check from YouTube, it took 4 years. 4 years. Right now, like I said, we're almost at $41 right now. So, and that's from the first of the year. So, to me, we're moving pretty good. So, what do you think? Maybe in 2 years, I'll get that first $100. Whoopee! Ah, it's not a fast adventure. It's a slow adventure. Yeah. Yep. And Grilla here again. Well, we already did that one. Okay. Puppies do boost up the. I tell you, Grilla, I have so many puppy videos and standby. I haven't even done anything with them yet. When the puppies, I first got these girl puppies, we got a lot of videos going, and you haven't seen half of them yet, but they're there. And brother Jay, just say hi. Got to silent phone. I hate commercials before movie. God bless. Well, thank you very much for that little note there, Jay. I know earlier you said that you had other plans, so I do appreciate you popping in just to say, "Hey, how you doing?" Thank you much. Um, that's good. That's good. Like I said earlier, well, three down. It's over there in the chat. So, geez, 52 minutes? Damn. Yeah, can we go another 8 minutes, make an hour? Damn. Kevin Trekkies hasn't showed up, so watch the other captain's chat there. Captain Chat 20. After Matt leaves, he pops up. Whew, damn. Mm. He just went on and on and on. And he told me what he thought, and I told him what I thought, and it just went both ways, I think. It's like, damn, 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 damn. I mean, yeah, everybody likes to have their opinions about Star Trek, but a lot of people over exaggerate what they see. You can't take like Strange New Worlds and compare it to Next Generation. Can't do that. They're all in their own little universe. And they don't say that they're in the ultimate universe or anything. And a lot of people think it's all canon stuff. I mean, Strange New Worlds to me, it's great. But look back in 1966 when they made the first Star Trek. Look at the technology they had back then versus what we have now. 50 some, 60 some years later. Look at the technology. Technology has changed a lot. The writers have changed a lot how they do Star Trek. Gene Roddenberry passed away years ago, and things kind of went downhill from there after he passed on. But speaking about that, if you remember on the third season of the original series that Gene Roddenberry wasn't really around, they made him a um, executive producer, but they also said you can go in there and tell them what you want, but you don't have to listen to them. So since I did my 2 years of fan films, and the third year was kind of to me is like a flop because everybody kind of took off on me. I kind of felt like the third season of the original series. It's just it just didn't work out too good. But this was supposed to be my third season this year, and it doesn't look like that's happening. So better get back and get the fan films, and third season will be next year. What do you think about that one? Yeah. Hey, we got Gorilla in here saying something else again. I quit defending Strange New Worlds after his son Mount told me to go fuck myself. I like to hear that story one of these days. Maybe someday you can come to my private chat and tell me what the hell happened, or tell me what video you was doing, or your link or something like that. But I'm just saying stuff that I know. That's about. I see a lot of stuff, and I just kind of put it out there. But anybody told me to do that, I would be doing the Mikey block for damn sure. Yep, the Mikey block. What a new name for Mikey to do. Mikey block. He blocked me on his side for life. I blocked him on my side for life until the day he apologizes because he said I said something about him and his wife, which is untrue. And I am right now, and I was a couple hours ago, rerunning. If you go back uh, to the Commodore chat, open chat, number one, I think it was number one. I'm not too sure. I downloaded 3 or 4 of those dumb things, so I've been trying to go through that a little bit to see where I'm at. But I put it in my editing program, and I'm up about almost up to 4 hours. So I'm going to find the evidence, Junior, and I'm going to show it to him because I didn't say shit about him and his wife. I never said anything bad about him. But that's the reason why he blocked me for life. What a complete maroon. Oh, man. And Gorilla, he just typing a storm up there. Just simple. He hates me for who I voted for. Well, don't tell anybody who you voted for. So, I don't tell anybody who I voted for. And Gorilla says, if I had the money, I would go to a convention and get my picture taken with him wearing a Make American Great Again hat. There you go. I have 2 hats in my office, and the way things are going, I'm not wearing them out in public because I don't want to get shot. And Nemesis Eden, welcome aboard. He says, I didn't vote for him. Did I get that just right, Nemesis? Did I get that just right? I didn't vote for him. Trying to act it out for you. Gorilla says, that Express, you're not 51 state yet, huh? 51 state for Canada? those are fighting words for those people up there. They don't want to be. There's a small Providence, I forget where it's at. It's down close by the borderline, a small section that they want to be part of the 51 state. But the rest of Canada don't want to do that. That's what I heard. I'm only telling you what I know. Jeff B says Anderson would like Hollywood has a TDS mind virus. TDS? Okay. Maybe I got the virus. I can't talk right. Emma says, how are we doing today, Jim Gorilla? Hey, I'm doing good. How about you? How are you doing? How you doing out there? Oh, damn, that sounds like Sci-Fi Nation. How you doing? Gorilla says, hey, Nevis, how you doing out there? Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. How you doing out there, you son of a bitches? Does that sound right? Uh, Not trying to imitate Jay from Sci-Fi Nation, but whew, all right. Hey, we've been on for over an hour. Yeah, damn. I finally made it to an hour all by myself. Well, what do you think about that? So, yeah, I had all my transporter stuff all set up down here, or I could beam people aboard or beam them out or send them to Alpha Centauri and all that. Now, one person came up tonight. Damn. And Nemesis says, I'm tired, but good, Jim. Thanks for asking. Well, thank you for asking as well. Hopefully, you didn't sweat your noogies off in the heat. Been a little hotter right down here in the States. Yeah. And Jeff B says, want to know what I'm supposed to do with my camo hat that says bug a bug fin. I have no idea. Hail Nemes, Jeff B says. Hail Nemes. Yep. There you go. Yeah. Like I said, I had the transporter to beam the person up and transporter to beam them back down. And even had a transporter, sorry to interrupt, but we got somebody in the transporter buffer. Got all three down there and nothing. Just me talking. And we had our little complaints that we wrote down here. A little bit of here, a little bit there. All my scribbling. Anybody wants to catch up? Okay. Just thought I asked. Somewhere around here is supposed to be a laugh button. Hey, money's coming in. Did you hear that? If I made a sale, that'd be great, but don't sell too much. Stuff on eBay don't sell for crap anymore. I got tons of stuff I got to get loaded one of these days. So winter time's around the corner, and I don't want. Oh no, I crack that winter time. I wish I can make enough money. I don't have to go out there and push that crap. But you know what? I'll still have to do my own driveway, so might as well go out and make some money. And I'm at the age of getting on Social Security, so that's another hurdle to get over. Yeah, I'm 62, believe it or not. Oh, I'm old, man. That's why the mustache is mostly white. That's why when I grow the beard, it's white. And October we start growing the beard, so we're in August, September, so we got the rest of this month and next month, and after that, the white beard comes back out and the hair grows and everything. Then all of a sudden, springtime is here, and the guy's taking a shaver and shaving his head on live. Why do we do that? We do it for fun, basically. Shits and giggles and laughs, basically. Yep. So, all right, everybody. Thank you for coming up very much. People in chat there. We had Gorilla, Kapla. We had Rusty Rivers popping in there in the chat over there. Thank you very, very much for coming in. Jeff B for coming in. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. And scrolling. Starting to sound like Gorilla. We're scrolling. We're scrubbing up and down. Yeah. And brother Jay for popping in and say, hey, how you doing? Yeah. Hey, what's happening? Oh, gee, did you hear that Dee died from what's happening? She turned 60 years old. She also said that they also said that she had breast cancer. I think that's might have did it. I ain't too sure, but yeah, I posted that over there at Larry's chat and my chat. But she was a good actress. She was very good. And Nemesis of Eden for popping in there. I didn't vote for him. There you go. Hail Nimbus. Yeah, Hail Nimbus. So there you go, everybody. Yeah, I should have talked about that. Yeah, hell, why not? Let's talk about it. D from What's Happening? Not What's Happening. What's Happening? Yeah. Uh, Vulcan Salute. Be well all. Thank you much, Jeff B. Thank you for popping in there. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. Yeah, when I was a young shit, I used to watch those shows and everything. Used to watch Rerun and all of them over there at What's Happening over there. I think the big girl, her name was Shirley. Then he had Dee, and he had the mother, and that it was a good funny show. It was a good funny show. It's kind of sad that Dee passed at 60 years old. That's too young. When I was on the fire department and that, I was involved in 20 DOAs. And I tell you what, I've seen all ages, no matter what age it was. People my age, close to my age, people over my age. It's like, damn, what's going to happen to me? No, I'm 62 and still here. So, yeah, that's one thing I forgot to talk about. So, all right, everybody, thanks for popping in. We'll catch you next time. Hey, keep watching Commodore Productions. You never know what you're going to see, and you never know what you're going to see soon. You never know. One of these days, you might see a short pop up, and that short might be used in a fan film down the road. You never know. So thanks for tuning in. Take care. I'll see you down the stream. Bye-bye. Take care. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to Commodore Productions.